Hello and welcome to Science Monitor, your favorite weekly news program of science, technology, invention and innovation. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. In today's episode, we will talk about National Science Day 2023 and awards distributed on this occasion. We'll also tell you about Indian researchers developing AI-based algorithm accurately assessing landslides. There'll be lots more news, but let's begin with the headlines. Distribution of national awards for excellent efforts of science and technology communication. Main event of National Science Day organized at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. Indian scientists developed AI algorithms for landslide mapping. The discovery of researchers from IIT Mandi will now bring accuracy in landslide mapping and assessment. The next generation fuel and energy technologies will develop in the Indo-Danish partnership. Several agreements signed between IIT Madras and Denmark in collaboration with DST. And information about the latest activities around the world related to science and technology in the special segment Science Express. And now the news in detail. The main ceremony of National Science Day 2023 was held on 28th of February at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. On this occasion, national awards in the field of science and technology communication and Afsar Trophy were distributed. Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences Dr. Jitendra Singh, who was the chief guest, also launched Vaibhav Fellowship for NRIs. A Science Monitor report on the ceremony.
Like previous years, this time also the main function of National Science Day was organized at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi on 28th of February. Union Minister for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, Secretary Department of Science and Technology, Dr. S. Chandrasekhar, former Principal Scientific Advisor, Professor K. Vijay Raghavan, and secretaries of other science ministries, concerned officials and dignitaries were present. On this occasion, the Union Minister launched the Vaibhav Fellowship for Indians living abroad. The Union Minister said, the fellowship will enable the best of diaspora minds to collaborate with domestic minds to deliver world-class projects and products. Speaking on the occasion, the Union Minister said that India's scientific power will define and determine India's future economy in the next 25 years.
The world is looking up to us. And is looking up to us because we have vindicated ourselves. We have vindicated ourselves with definite markers. In the Global Innovation Index, we have jumped from 81 to 40, all in the recent 3, 4, 5 years. In the publications, we have jumped from 6 to 3. In the startup ecosystem, we have emerged number 3. But I said in 2015, when the call was made for Startup India, nobody understood whether it was meant to be started up or meant to be stood up. And therefore, the world is ready to be led by India. And the question is, are we ready to lead? Seeing the confidence of these bright brains sitting in this room, I dare take and gather the courage to say, yes, we are ready.
Today is a day of celebration of science, which has touched and shaped our lives over so many years in all aspects. This year's theme, as given by our Honorable Minister, Global Science for Global Well-being, is significant for India in the year of its presidency of G20, and we strive for innovation and science and technology to benefit the entire planet.
We have a dedicated department, National Council for Science and Technology Communication, which has been supporting various programs for science promotion through state S&T councils. Not only are we taking science to people and making it popular, but we are also recognizing the efforts of scientists, especially the science communicators who are engaged in the process. The department has also instituted many awards which will be presented today on this auspicious day.
You've already heard about the importance of the National Science Day and also from the Mantriji about the directions our science and technology are taking. The broad topic for today's theme is global science and well-being. And the question is, which are the many areas of this broad theme that one can focus on? There are many, many important areas: climate change, agriculture, health, and so on. And today I'll talk briefly about the brain in health and illness.
On the occasion, national awards in the field of science and technology communication were distributed by the Union Minister in the presence of other dignitaries. The awards, including certificates, mementos, and prize money, were given under 6 different categories. The National Award for Outstanding Efforts in Science and Technology Communication in general was awarded to Karnataka Science and Technology Academy. The National Award for Outstanding Efforts in Science and Technology Communication through print media, including books and magazines, was presented to Professor Mayadhar Swain of Bhubaneswar, Odisha, and Dr. Biju Dharmapalan from Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. The National Award for Outstanding Efforts in Science and Technology Popularization among Children was presented to Dr. Krishna Rao Appasani, a biochemist from Hyderabad, and Dr. Uday Kumar Kakru from New Delhi. Tarun Kumar Jain from Jaipur received the National Award for Outstanding Efforts in Translation of Popular Science and Technology Literature in languages mentioned in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India and in English. The National Award for Outstanding Efforts in Science and Technology Communication through Innovative and Traditional Methods was presented to Anjan Banik, an assistant teacher from Agartala, Tripura. And the National Award for Outstanding Efforts in Science and Technology Communication in Electronic Medium was presented to Rakesh Andania, a science communicator and filmmaker from New Delhi.
This year we have received Outstanding Science Communication Award from the Honorable Minister. This is for our last 5 years work on science outreach program. We have covered entire educational pyramid in the Karnataka, in the sense from high school to the university level, for students benefiting the students studying at various levels.
This award which I am receiving today is symbolize the work of the youngsters in this country, and I really love to dedicate this award to the bright minds of the nation and the great citizens of this country.
और ये प्रयास हमारा लगभग 23 सालों से चल रहा है वैज्ञानिक दृष्टिकोण के रूप में। वैज्ञानिक दृष्टिकोण देश का एकमात्र हिंदी विज्ञान समाचार पत्र है और इससे पहले समाचार पत्र का कोई कॉन्सेप्ट भारत में नहीं था। हालांकि मैगज़ीन कुछ हैं, लेकिन अखबार की अगर कैटेगरी में बात करें तो पहला अखबार वैज्ञानिक दृष्टिकोण ही आया है और हम उसको तो पिछले 23 सालों से लगातार तो प्रकाशित कर रहे हैं।
The presentation of Avsar trophies, which encourages researchers, is an important activity on National Science Day. This time too, researchers who wrote popular science stories in the postdoctoral category for 2022 were awarded the Avsar trophies. The release of 5 publications was also a special part of the event this year. These include Women Engineers in India, Landmark Achievements in Engineering and Technology in Independent India, Technological Preparedness for Dealing with National Disruptions, Selected Popular Science Stories for the year 2021, and Vigyan Vidushi, 75 Women Trailblazers of Science. These are all published by Vigyan Prasar, an autonomous institute of Department of Science and Technology.
Scientists from Indian Institute of Technology, Mandi, have developed an artificial intelligence and machine learning-based algorithm. This algorithm will increase the accuracy of the forecast of disasters like landslides. This algorithm technology has been tested on landslides, and according to scientists, it can also be used for avalanche, extreme weather events, and rock glacier mapping as well. A Science Monitor report.
Landslides are such natural disasters whose accurate forecasting remain a challenge. Researchers from Indian Institute of Technology Mandi's School of Civil and Environmental Engineering and Tel Aviv University, Israel, have now developed an artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithm to enhance the accuracy of forecasting and mapping of geological disasters like landslides and other natural disasters. The AI algorithm developed by the institute has been tested for landslides. It can also be used for mapping other natural phenomena such as floods, avalanches, extreme weather events, rock glaciers and permafrost, places that are frozen below 0 degrees Celsius for longer period, helping to predict hazards in time. This technique can overcome the challenges of data imbalance related to landslide sensing mapping, which shows the possibility of landslides in an area. The results of their study have recently been published in the journal Landslide.
I work in the area of remote sensing and geoinformatics. I particularly look into the application of RS and GIS into natural hazards, mostly landslides. We have recently published a paper in Landslides journal wherein we try to apply various machine learning algorithms for improving the accuracy for landslide susceptibility mapping, wherein we have tried to handle the data imbalance. Whenever we do the mapping of landslides, so we have the data, landslide data and the non-landslide data, and in general cases there is a imbalance, and we try to balance the data so that जो मेरा accuracy वो काफ़ी अच्छे तरीके से improve हो सके. इस काम में what we have done, we increase accuracy up to 90-92% तक हमारी accuracy आ गई, जो कि पहले around 70-75% रहा करती थी.
The use of artificial intelligence is becoming increasingly important for forecasting natural disasters such as landslides. They can potentially forecast extreme events, generate maps, detect events in real time, provide situational awareness, and thus help in decision making. The developed algorithm performs better in dealing with data imbalance issues in landslide susceptibility mapping, that is LSM, using two sampling techniques, easy ensemble and balance cascade. Landslide data from 2004 to 2017 in the Mandakini River Basin in the northwestern Himalayan Uttarakhand were used for training and validation of the model. The results showed that the accuracy of the LSM was significantly improved by using the algorithm.
और इस तरीके की जो टेक्निक है, इसको हम लोग बहुत ढेर सारे जगह डिफरेंट एप्लीकेशंस में यूज़ कर सकते हैं. जैसे अभी चल रहा है काफ़ी ज़्यादा मशीन लर्निंग और डेटा साइंस का काफ़ी ज़्यादा चल रहा है. सो इन दैट दिस सेम टेक्निक कुड बी यूज्ड इन अदर डेटा सेट्स लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल फ्लड्स, फॉर एग्जांपल एवलांचेस, फॉर एग्जांपल परमाफ्रॉस्ट, वेरियस एरियाज जहाँ पे भी हम मशीन लर्निंग और मैपिंग की हम बात करना चाह रहे हैं, ससेप्टिबिलिटी जोनेशन की बात करना चाह रहे हैं, ओवर देयर दिस टेक्निक कैन बी वेरी इजीली यूज्ड. और जो मेरे मैप्स जो बन के आएंगे वो काफ़ी एक्यूरेट मैप्स बन के आएंगे, और उन मैप्स को हम लोग पता चल जाएगा कहाँ पे मेरे हाई रिस्क एरियाज हैं. इन केस ऑफ लैंडस्लाइड्स वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई कि विच आर द हाईएस्ट ससेप्टेबल एरियाज, और जो पॉलिसी मेकर्स हैं दे कैन थिंक कि उस तरीके उन एरियाज को हम कैसे प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं. सेम फ्लड के लिए कहाँ पे मेरा ज़्यादा फ्लड आ रही है, उन सब को पॉलिसी मेकर्स जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स हैं दे कैन मेक दोज मैप्स एंड दे कैन प्रिडिक्ट एंड दे कैन यूज दोज प्रिडिक्टेड मैप्स फॉर further policy making and for reducing.
Landslides are frequent natural hazards in mountainous regions around the world, causing significant loss of life and property. To anticipate these risks and ultimately mitigate them, it is necessary to identify those areas. This study will open new avenues in the field of landslide mapping and other geohazards mapping and its appropriate management, thereby helping in reducing the risk of life and property.
The next generation fuel and energy development in India will be set up by IIT Madras in collaboration with Denmark. According to the information, an MOU has been signed under the Indo-Danish Green Strategic Partnership for 4 projects, of which 3 are focused on the energy sector. A Science Monitor report.
Indian Institute of Technology Madras has partnered with Denmark to address the issue of climate change and research and development in green energy areas, including the development of next-generation fuel and energy systems. Denmark will be collaborating on a plan to establish the first offshore wind farm in the state of Tamil Nadu. Around 15 offshore locations have been identified to establish wind turbines. Recently, a program was organized at IIT Madras Research Park regarding this agreement, in which Danish delegation led by Danish Prince Frederick Andre Henrik Christian met senior officials of Tamil Nadu government and Dean of IIT Madras. Today, the whole world is looking towards green energy alternatives and next-generation fuel needs. Considering this, new technologies are being developed in the area. Scientists and engineers from Denmark and India can strengthen these possibilities by sharing mutual scientific knowledge. Under the Indo-Danish Green Strategic Partnership Agreement, the Innovation Fund of Denmark and the Department of Science and Technology Government of India will jointly finance the projects. 3 of these projects are in the energy sector, and focus is on the IIT Madras Energy Consortium's vision of enabling the energy transition to a low-carbon future. The objective of this agreement is to accelerate technology development through industry, academia, government partnership, and create collaboration with global partners to develop technological solutions so that the technologies created will inevitably be used globally. In addition to the fuel and power sector, Danfoss, a Denmark company, has also partnered with IIT Madras to promote cooperation in engineering education and scientific research that would focus on safe drinking water for coastal region using renewable energy. A large population of India suffers from lack of safe drinking water. These steps are being taken in India's global partnership and will provide innovative solutions in the field of energy and drinking water for future generations.
And now let's take a look at our special segment, Science Express, on some more activities of science and technology. Vigyan Prasar, an autonomous organization working under DST, demonstrated its communication material this time at the World Book Fair held from 25th of February to 5th of March at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi. While working as a nodal agency of science and technology communication in the country, Vigyan Prasar has published more than 300 popular science books and produced about 4,000 science films and short videos. During the book fair, 2 new English books, Minimum Science for Everybody and Packaging Science for Public, were released. Eminent wildlife filmmaker and environment protectionist Mike Pandey, Dr. Nakul Parashar, director of Vigyan Prasar, and other dignitaries and book lovers were present on the occasion. Dr. Nakul Parashar discussed science communication popularization and extension in Indian languages besides Hindi and English, and at the same time, the chief guest of the program, Mike Pandey, appreciated the efforts of science and emphasized the need for a satellite television channel dedicated to science and technology so that science can be taken to remotest areas. Vigyan Prasar has been managing OTT channel India Science of DST for the last several years.
The Union Minister for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, recently chaired a high-level joint review meeting to oversee the preparations for the Science 20 meetings of the upcoming G20 summit. Secretaries of all 6 science ministries and departments, including Science and Technology, Biotechnology, DSIR, Earth Sciences, Space and Atomic Energy, along with Dr. Ajay Kumar Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, attended the meeting. The Union Minister informed the officials that apart from the Science 20 Summit and side events, the Research Innovation Initiative Gathering will be another important event, the responsibility of which has been entrusted to the Department of Science and Technology. The Science 20 Summit meeting will be held in Coimbatore from July 21st to 22nd, 2023, with the theme Disruptive Science for Innovative and Sustainable Development. The sub-theme of the meeting will be Non-Conventional Energy for a Greener Future, connecting science to society and culture, and holistic health, treating and preventing disease. Dr. Singh said that all 6 science ministries and departments under him have finalized the agenda for the upcoming G20 summit and all the preparations are underway.
Recently, as part of efforts to promote the global partnership in science and technology, India and Lithuania agreed to work in intensive technology startup areas and make a permanent relationship for the development of semiconductor chip. A high-level Lithuanian delegation led by the Economic and Innovation Deputy Minister of Lithuania, Mr. Karolis Gemaitis, met Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, in New Delhi. The meeting discussed ways to revive the 2010 agreement in the field of science and technology. The Lithuania delegation assured the Indian side. The Union Minister said that India is ready to provide all possible help to its old partner. He said that apart from rapid and globally recognized achievements in space, biotech's fame in terms of 4 indigenous vaccines against COVID is in front of the world. India has supplied more than 723 lakh doses of COVID vaccine to 94 countries and also shared COVID app for efficient vaccine distribution.
Secretary of the Ministry of Science and Technology, Dr. S. Chandrasekhar inaugurated the Indo-French workshop on clean and sustainable energy technologies at CSIR National Physical Laboratory in New Delhi recently. He said that India wants more cooperation with France in the field of clean energy. Dr. Chandrasekhar also outlined the plans of the central government for green transitioning to electric vehicles and hydrogen energy. It is important to note that the Indian renewable energy sector ranks 4th on the list of the world's most attractive renewable energy sectors, and solar energy is the most prominent source of renewable energy in the country. The government of India has set a target of installing 100 gigawatt of solar power in 2022. Apart from this, the national biofuel policy aims to achieve a 20% blending of ethanol in petrol and a 5% blending of biodiesel in diesel by 2030. In her address, Director General CSIR and Secretary DSIR, Dr. N. Kalaiselvi said that India needs a huge boost in the manufacturing of renewable energy technologies and infrastructure.
Researchers at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore have developed a special computational model showing how celestial lightning can hit an aircraft. This model, developed by researchers, has found an insight that can help design better protective measures for the aircraft from lightning. For your information, in every 1,000 hours, some aircraft falls is affected by lightning, which can damage the surface of the aircraft. Its electronic systems can cause temporary disruption that can cause severe damage to the aircraft. But it is difficult to assess this phenomenon. Professor Uday Kumar of IISc Electrical Engineering Department has been studying for the last few years ways to prevent the effect of celestial electricity. During this time, he has developed several specific models which throw light on long-standing issues related to celestial lightning. On this basis, now more comprehensive computational models have been developed. The study models and data obtained in this study have been published in the research journal Atmosphere. That is all in today's edition of Science Monitor. Keep sending your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is indiascience@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write in to us at Vigyan Prasar, A50, Sector 62, Noida 201309, Uttar Pradesh. So we'll take your leave now. See you again next week. Till then, stay safe and think scientifically. Bye for now.